After 13 successive interest rate rises, the financial pressure might be about to ease. A new OECD report finding inflation is finally coming under control.
Inflation, even if still too high, has come down from last year's peaks.
The latest ABS data revealing inflation fell from 5.6% in September to 4.9% in October.
What we saw yesterday was a really welcome and really substantial moderation in the monthly inflation data.
The upshot? The Reserve Bank might finally stop lifting interest rates.
I think the good news is we're seeing the worst of it. There's no urgency to go and hike again.
Better yet, we could be in for interest rate cuts, with predictions of a 0.75% drop from late next year.
If we see that inflation figure start to come down and it's back within band, then yes, certainly we may well see those interest rate cuts.
But that sweet relief may come too late for some Aussies who are already in over their heads. The number of people 30 and 90 days behind on their mortgage repayments, 47% higher than last year. The number of people more than 3 months behind on their credit card payments, up 19% month on month.
We've got people coming to our emergency relief services for food parcels. One of our members discovered 6 of their staff members were coming to work from cars. There's a lot of pain out there.
Stretched Aussies desperately trying to hold on until the tide turns.
With us now is economics correspondent from The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald, Shane Wright. Shane, is the RBA finally done hiking rates?
You'd hope so. As someone with a mortgage, you'd hope so. But I think they'll still talk a really tough game, and that's what Michelle Bullock, the RBA governor, has been doing. Maybe a bit too tough, especially when she had a crack at people deciding they should spend their money like on extravagances like a dentist or a hairdresser. But she will talk a tough game just to keep everyone scared and not to go spending too crazily.
Although we are fresh off a Black Friday frenzy. I see you got a tie from the sales. And we're heading into Christmas as well, so
I can't afford a new tie, that's the problem. I can't get a new quokka tie. That's how tough it is.
Could that, though, tip us back Christmas as well, back into trouble?
Well, there's a lot going on because it looks like people stopped spending in October to save a bit of cash for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But we've known the last few years people have spent up in November and then have stopped really abruptly in December, and this is really catching some of the retailers are out. Like we all remember people lining up and rushing into Myers or anything else like that on Boxing Day. The Boxing Day period has really wound back. That pre-Christmas real rush has really wound back, and it's being pumped into November. So I don't think we'll really know what's happened until possibly January, February, especially when people start getting their credit card bills in early February.
Only 24 hours ago, the RBA Governor Michelle Bullock said that Aussies are in a good position despite the noise about interest rate rises. We saw some very different stats in our package just now. How do you see it?
Well, Michelle's probably talking about people who've got money, who are retired, who haven't got a mortgage and are not renting. They're doing really well right at the moment because of where interest rates are. But anyone with a mortgage who's paying rent, even the RBA knows this. Like they had some stats out a few weeks ago saying maybe up to 15% of people can't afford their mortgage at the moment. They are going backwards. And that was not taking into account, extravagances like sending kids to school or getting a medical procedure done. So the RBA is aware. This is why I keep coming back to, I think Michelle Bullock is really trying to scare the pants off people into not spending, because she knows if she pushes interest rates up too much further, she's going to have a real financial carnage all through next year.
Shane, sorry, thanks so much for your time.
That's all right, Waleed.